Hi, my name is Miss Penny, and I am so glad you're here with me in the garden at the Chattahoochee Nature Center. We're in nature, so I want you to put on your nature eyes. Good. And let's take a look up at a winter tree. What do you notice about that tree? Take a look. Put your thumbs up if you notice there are no leaves on the tree. Good. And that tells you it is winter. But what season follows winter? What's that? You're right. It's spring. And if you looked around here in the forests and in the garden and in the meadows, you would see so many signs of spring. You would see buds and leaves on the bushes, like right here on the blueberry bush. See the leaves and the buds getting ready to burst open? If you could, you might see birds building nests and laying eggs. We even have chickens who've laid eggs today in their nest. And you might see the plants in the garden growing. But the busiest animal you might see is a little insect. The busiest one is bees. Now I know you might be a little bit scared of bees. Sometimes they sting. But I want to tell you about the amazing things that bees do for us. Without bees, we would hardly have any fruits and vegetables in this garden. But take a look. With bees, we have broccoli, and we have blueberries, we have apples, yum, we have my favorite, buckwheat pancakes, and we also have yummy sweet honey. Bees help us have all of those delicious things. How do bees help us in that way? Well, that's because bees are pollinators. What's a pollinator? A pollinator is an animal that moves pollen from one flower to another flower, maybe even from one plant to another plant. And that helps the plants grow seeds and fruits and vegetables. It'd be a sad garden here if we didn't have any pollinators. Bees are amazing pollinators. Do you want to see what it feels like to be a pollinator? Okay. So we need some flowers. Make your hands into blueberry flowers and hold them in front of you. Good. Now, remember, we're bees and we have sticky little hairs all over our bodies. So what sound does a bee make? Yeah, they go bzzz. Okay, so are you ready? Let me hear you buzz. Bzzz. Let's go to bzzz, this flower first. Ready? Bzzz. Right? There's pollen all over my sticky hairs, and you know what? There's pollen on you too. All right, time to go to this flower. Are you ready? Here we go. Bzzz. Whoa, look at the pollen on us. And guess what? We just pollinated this flower, so it's going to be able to grow a blueberry. Good job, guys! Well, pollinators are so amazing and great to us and do such wonderful things that we want to do something kind for them. Come on, come with me. Bees do such great things for us and other animals and plants. Let's do something kind for the bees. We're going to plant some of their favorite flowers. So, of course, first we need to plant some seeds. We need dirt or potting soil that has good nutrients for seeds. If you don't have a pot at home, you can even use an egg carton. But I do have a little pot, so that's what I'm going to use. It's filled with dirt. And I'm going to take some seeds that are already open. I'm just going to use my finger and make a little hole, put the seeds down in the dirt and cover them up. Now, What's next that a plant needs? Right, it needs some water. So we're going to use some water. I'm going to try not to pour too much. Give it a nice dose of water. And what else does a plant need to grow? Yes, it needs sunlight. So when you take your plant home, make sure it's in a sunny window, or if it's warm outside, in a nice sunny place outside. Is it going to grow in 2 seconds? No. You need to wait a few days for it to sprout. Hey, do you think our seeds are growing yet? Let's look. Not yet. We have to wait a few more days. So those flowers you planted are flowers that bees really love. And there are some kinds of bees that tell their friends where the delicious flowers are. They can't talk, of course, with their mouths, but they can talk by doing the bee waggle dance. Do you want to do it? Okay. It's sort of like the hokey pokey. So everybody stand up, and as the dance name says, you got to waggle. So let me see you waggle, and it's like the hokey pokey, okay? Here we go. You put your waggle in, you put your waggle out, you put your waggle in, and you waggle all about. You make a little circle and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Good job. Your friends know just where those flowers are. Next, I want to show you another amazing animal. This animal helps bees, and the bees help this animal. If we went into the woods and looked in the winter leaves, hidden under those leaves, we might find this animal. Can you guess what this animal is? Put your thumbs up if you said a turtle. Yes. So how did you know this was a turtle? That's right. It has a shell. All turtles have shells. And look at the colors of this shell. If this turtle were crawling around on the forest floor in these winter leaves, look at the colors. Do you notice? The colors are almost exactly the same as the winter leaves and sticks on the forest floor. And if I were a hungry raccoon coming to try to eat this turtle, I might not be able to see him at all. When an animal is the same color as its surroundings, that's a science word called camouflage. Now, there's another thing this turtle can do which helps it if a raccoon or another animal is trying to eat it. This turtle is called a box turtle. Can you guess? Well, if I were a raccoon and I wanted to come eat this turtle can pull its head and neck and even its legs totally inside the shell, and it can close up its shell just like a box. That's why this turtle is called box turtle. Now, if you find a box turtle outside, be sure you leave it where you found it, because that's its home. So, of course, bees do amazing things for people and for animals by helping the fruits and vegetables grow. Now, turtles love to eat bugs and slugs and worms, but they also love to eat fruits like wild blueberries, wild strawberries, wild grapes. And turtles do something special to the seeds that also helps the bees. It's kind of a funny thing. Let's imagine that we gave the turtle an apple. Of course, we would cut it up. But if you looked at the apple, you would notice that there are little tiny seeds inside that fruit. And let's imagine the turtle eats one of those seeds along with part of the apple. Well, the seed goes through the turtle's stomach and through its intestines, and the fluids help prepare the seed to grow. Does the seed grow inside the turtle? No. But guess what? The turtle poops out the seed. Well, the poop is just like fertilizer. And so when it's in the forest, the seed in the poop just grows amazingly well. And guess who gets to eat the flowers from that apple tree? The bees. And also we get to enjoy the apples. Turtles, bees, people, and plants all help each other, and we all work together. I am so glad you got to come here to the Chattahoochee Nature Center. I hope that you can remind your family to help pollinators by asking them not to use too many insecticides at your house. We want to keep our pollinators safe. And also, maybe bring your family or your friends here and get your nature on at the Chattahoochee Nature Center. Thanks so much for coming. Bye.